Morning for Tuesday, October 27th. How much is the whiteout crowd worth for Penn State for a home game against an Ohio State or a Michigan? There aren't a lot of things that I agree with Urban Meyer on. To be honest with you, I find his credibility to be pretty shaky after a lot of things over the years. But Urban Meyer did say one thing recently that I do agree with. He said that the whiteout for a Penn State game is worth 10 points of a home field advantage. And I think that's probably pretty spot on if you think about it. So think about the 05 whiteout to student whiteout, and then other whiteouts we've seen since then when Penn State has either been able to beat Michigan, beat Ohio State, play with these teams that were really good, and the spark and the enthusiasm that the crowd brought on those night whiteout games. It's been electric. It's been amazing. I've been to all the whiteouts for the last 15 years. It's been really incredible. Okay, so they're not going to have that Saturday when the Buckeyes visit. There'll be a handful of fans in the stands, some parents and things, but there won't be a big crowd. It's going to be 100,000 empty seats and no whiteout. I think this is a huge disadvantage for Penn State. The line is nearly 2 touchdowns that Ohio State is a favorite, and I don't think that line would be that high if there were a whiteout. I think the whiteout, if there were a whiteout crowd, I think that line might be more in the neighborhood of 8-9 points. Now that's a Vegas number. That's a Vegas number. Urban Meyer again said that it's worth 10 points, and I think that number is probably more accurate. When you have the incredible atmosphere, the raucous craziness, they're night games, people drinking all day long, so they get into the stadium, they're going nuts, they're berserk. That has really helped Penn State teams over the years, and they're not going to have it. And I've said for a long time, if Penn State has a chance to win the Big Ten in a given year, you always have to look to see where the game against Ohio State is. If it's in Columbus, well, you don't really like your chances because going out there and winning is going to be difficult. If it's at Beaver Stadium, then hey, you think, okay, maybe Penn State could win that game, go on and win the Big Ten. And they had that in their favor this year, and then the virus strikes and no fans and all of that. So really just an unfortunate bad break for Penn State this year, that the year they get Ohio State for a home game, no fans, no whiteout. And it's going to be really tough for Penn State. This is a terrific Ohio State team. But when you take away something that's worth an additional 5 or 10 points, whatever the whiteout crowd is worth, it's going to make it that much more challenging for Penn State. And really just kind of an unfortunate bad luck situation for the Lions this year. Have a good day, folks.